Hey, what's up guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy Mr. Moose, back with another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 from the dedicated server. We are on Graceland, and wow, you guys have been really responsive to the dedicated server, and thank you guys for everybody who's been coming out and playing. Hope you guys are having a good time on the server. I'm certainly having a good time playing with you guys, and for the most part, it's been a pretty good experience with everybody so far. You guys have been really great at helping out with the equipment and making sure that we're keeping the yard straight, neat, and orderly, and I appreciate that. And for the most part, things are running pretty darn smooth for the first couple of days. A few adjustments will need to be made, but for the most part, we've got everything running pretty darn good. This video is basically going to be a little update for you about some equipment and some policies that we want to try to have go on. And a couple little just notes for people of things that have happened that we've come to realize and that you need to know about on the farm. The first thing is the Seedmaster. I've got the Seedmaster on the farm. Originally, my concept for it was to be able to use the seed out of that for the greenhouses. Unfortunately, greenhouses do not take seed 2. They will only take seed 1, which is the seed that you get off of the pallets. So if you are going to fill up the greenhouses, you do have to use the little Brantner trailer and get the seed from the regular pallets or anywhere that you fill up seed and take that in there. The seed 2 that is on the Seedmaster really can only be used to fill up the tractors. So just keep that in mind if when you're doing things, that's really the only time that you can use the seed 2. I may end up taking that particular seed generator out and putting a different one in. The Rosenthaler one that I use on Manchester will work with those greenhouses, so maybe I have to swap that out. But just a note, because if you do go over there and put the seed in the Brantner and try to go fill up the greenhouses, then we end up with an issue where you can't get the seed out of it, and we end up having to just sell the Brantner and repurchase it so it's empty. So just thought I'd give you the heads up on that one. So if you have any issues with that, if you do mess up with it, or somebody does mess up and they get the wrong seed in there, just let myself or Sam, or if one of the managers is on. Right now it's just me and Sam. I've got a couple other people that are going to be managing the farm as well. I'll let y'all know who those are in the future, but just let me know. I'm pretty much on here a lot during the day, so just let me know and I'll sell it off and get a new one back on the farm. What else? Other than that, I have purchased 2 new fields. As you can see, I am picking up grass right now and not sure where I'm going. I purchased 2 new fields, 19 and 20. They're out on the perimeter. Someone had started to cut the grass on 20, and that's absolutely fine. But I thought I'd go ahead and purchase them and make them dedicated grass fields, and that way, you know, it's a little legit. But they are purchased, and we'll just make those dedicated grass fields. And at the same time, I went ahead and picked up a new Moco mower and moved both of the Moco mowers over to that area. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. But both of the Moco mowers have been moved over there. I'll show you where they're at in just a second, as well as the windrower. And I think I may leave one of the forage wagons over there as well. So when you're doing grass, you'll have all the equipment over there that you need to be able to cut grass and get grass over here. The couple of things I'll show you real quick while I'm here. All of the silage that was in the clamp has now been moved. Someone started the process with the wheel loader, and I finished it up this evening. So all of the silage has been moved over here. We've got 1.3 million liters of silage over here, and then this has been filled up as well and is producing. If we get the information going. It's got 100% TMR on it, and what we could do is go ahead and start moving that TMR over to the clamp here, so that it continues to produce. So as we need it, it will be available. So if you haven't ever moved it, all you got to do is bring the forage wagon over here, pull up underneath it, get yourself a load, and then go take it and dump it. So if I take that, there we go, we'll get a load of this, we'll take it down here and dump it off, and that way we can continue the process of keeping the TMR making. I am going to add in, at the time of recording this, I haven't added in the cattle, but I am going to start adding dairy in tonight, as well as we'll start adding some of the fattening animals in, so you guys will have livestock to take care of. So that will be on the map come Wednesday morning, because I'm actually recording this on Tuesday night. Yeah, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on here with a few guys playing. Looks like Coop is on, as well as Shack Cat, Cheap. There's been quite a few guys on this evening, and we had a good time. So anyways, but yeah, all that's taken care of, and like I said, you should have animals. By the time I get off the server tonight, there should be animals. Alright, so if we come back over here, I should be able to dump right here, and we'll keep on going. We got 100,000 liters of forage already, which is our TMR. So what else is going on? So there's one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, just policy as far as harvesting the fields go, because I know everybody loves to harvest fields in the game. That's what most of you guys really enjoy doing. And the one thing I want to ask you guys to try to do is don't be in the hurry to harvest all the fields when they come ripe. If you jump on the field and everything is green, don't think, well, I'm just going to get in the harvester and go harvest every single one of these fields and get them done. I'd like to see us do a couple of fields and then transition into planting those fields. So you harvest a couple of the fields, then you go get a plow them, and replant them. The reason for that is, keep in mind, this is a 24-hour server, and it'll be running around the clock. People will be coming and going at all hours of the day. We have both an American fan base and a European fan base, so people are going to be coming and going at all hours of the day, and I'd like for there to be ample opportunity for people to do all aspects of the farm. And if we run into a situation where, for example, the fields become harvestable in the morning, if everybody who's on the day side of the server does all the harvesting and all the fields are harvested and not replanted, then that leaves nothing but planting for the evening people to do. And while that's fine, if that happens a few days in a row, people are going to get tired of it and they're not going to show back up on the server. So by doing a couple of fields and then resetting those fields, and then doing a couple of fields and then resetting those fields, I think what we'll do is we'll give opportunity for everybody every few hours to be able to do something field wise. Because now, keep in mind, some of these fields are rather large, so like field 9 can take you an hour, 2 hours to harvest it if you're just using, a couple of harvesters, as Sam found out the other night when we were doing the live stream. So if you're harvesting that field and you get it done, and then you go get the plows and plow it, cultivate it, fertilize it, plant it, by the time you finish that, you've killed 2-3 hours on the server. And then the next group can, if you've got more time, then you could go harvest another field, and the next group could help you out with it as well. So it's certainly something that we can do together as a group, and that way we spread out the opportunity, or spread the love across all hours of the server. So if you guys don't mind helping me out with that, I would appreciate it. You know, and that way we're letting everybody have the opportunity to harvest as well as plant and do all that other stuff. One of the things that was mentioned the other day was there seemed to be confusion amongst folks as to what had or hadn't been done on a particular field. So people were like, well, has this field been fertilized? Has this field been planted? And of course, as we all know, there is no way to determine that within the game as far as fertilization goes, other than if you did it yourself and you know it. And, I mean, you can sort of look at the ground texture and maybe see the color change, but if you don't have a reference there, you don't really know. So the one thing I'm trying to get set up is just an order of process for planting or processing the fields. So if I know some of you guys don't like cultivating, and I'm not going to hold you to cultivating, but if you guys would plow, do your cultivating, then fertilize the field, and then the last step that you do, plant it. If we all follow that same procedure, or somewhat of that procedure where planting is the last thing that is done, then that way everybody who is on the server will know that that field is planted, everything has been done on that field. Whereas if it's just been plowed, then we know, okay, well, we should go through there, fertilize it, and do the planting. Ultimately, what I would love to see you guys do is plow, fertilize, cultivate, plant. If you did that, it would be real clear for everybody to know what is going on, because if you came up on a field that's only been plowed, you would know it hasn't been fertilized. Whereas if it's been plowed and cultivated, you would know that somebody fertilized it before they cultivated it. But that's probably a stretch to expect that much to get done, because I know a lot of you guys don't even plow in your operations. I know a lot of you guys run your farms as no-till. So if we can just get the plowing, if you do fertilize prior to planting, that way we know that that's what you've done. Whereas, again, if you come up on a field right now that hasn't been planted, you can probably assume that you need to fertilize it, then plant it. So, but anyways, if we follow something of that guideline, then everybody will be some sort on the same path, and it'll lessen the amount of confusion. As far as a seed chart, some people have asked me about doing a planting chart. I'm really not going to worry that much about a planting chart or any kind of seed chart. I want to leave that up to you guys. I want to give you the flexibility to be able to do whatever you want as far as planting on the server. If you guys want to do sorghum, do sorghum. If you want to do oats, do oats. You know, if you want to do sugar beets, do a small sugar beet field. Please don't do field 9 or field 4 in sugar beets. We'll be here until Christmas harvesting sugar beets. I did go ahead, because field 8 I think had sugar beets in it. I did go ahead and get a sugar beet harvester and put it in the game, and I know a lot of you guys grabbed it and went and did sugar beets with it. So yeah, so we do have a sugar beet harvester, and you've got a planter that you can plant sugar beets, so we'll go that route. We're gonna hold off on buying a potato thing right now, unless you guys are just dead set on doing potatoes. Then I'll get you that small little Grimm rooster, and you guys can go do 2 meters at a path. Just kidding. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the server. It's certainly been fun the first few days playing with you guys. I know there's you know, there are times when the server will lag out a little bit. I've changed the timer on the autosave to be an hour and a half now, so it won't autosave nearly as much, which is where you get some of those really big hits in lag, is when it goes to do the autosave. So we do have that taken care of. Oops, I'm not necessarily on that. Messes me up with that fuel cistern being right there. But Anyway, so that should lessen a little bit of the hits you take as far as lag on the server. You're still going to get frame rate drops in parts of the map, just because with as much equipment as we have on the map, right there at the farmyard, that is gonna have some lag or a little FPS drop there, just because it's so much equipment there. But for the most part, you get pretty good frames. I usually am getting 50-60 frames out in the outskirts, and usually around 30 around the farm. Sometimes I take a hit down into the 20s at the farmyard, but for the most part we're pretty good. Equipment that I added onto the farm today, somebody wanted slurry stuff, so we've got a couple of Zune hammers with the drills on them, so that is on the map now. Those are located over by the dairy cattle area, as well as I went ahead and put a Zune hammer water milk trailer on there for doing the cattle as well. You can also use the Coat Universal that is over at the greenhouses for water as well. What else? What else did I add? Oh, I added a cat front loader in so that we had a wheel loader to get the silage out of the bunkers. So that is there for you guys to use. And I added in a couple of new 7200 tractors so that we had a few more tractors on the field. I am going to add in a couple of new trucks and probably a flatbed in case y'all need it. This is where I've got the mower stored right here. As you can see, the mower and the windrower. There's a couple of mowers over here now for you guys, so you can grab those and use those. And then the field is right here, so that works out pretty convenient. And you've got a fuel place where you can get fuel. What else did we add in? I added in a small flatbed, the Flegel Universal Transport. I added that in, so that'll give a transport for the greenhouses. So if anybody wants to grab the cabbage or tomatoes or cauliflower and take that to a sell point, you can do that. Somebody's been offloading that and taking care of that as far as getting them off of the pallet dispenser, so appreciate that, y'all looking after it. And of course, we addressed the whole issue with the seed master. So again, just get your seeds from the pallet and not from the seed master. And I'll make a decision on whether to just eliminate that seed master or not, and put another seed in. Y'all let me know if y'all want a seed generator on the map in the first place. If y'all don't even want one, then I'll take it off the map completely and we won't have to worry about it. But if you'd like to have one, I can go get the Rosenthaler and put it in, and then you could put manure and slurry in there for the fertilizer and wheat for the seed process. There's a little, it adds one more step into it that wasn't there with the that didn't have to be done with the seed master, but we can go either way on that. What else did we do? I think that might be it. All right, so continue to pick up all this, and we should be good. But anyways, I think overall things have been going pretty well on the farm. You guys have been doing good with keeping it organized. Some of the guys, Manatee was in earlier today, and he went and washed every piece of equipment. I did put in a wash station for you guys that love to pressure wash and keep your tractors clean, so I'll put that in there for you. So that's there on the farm for you to use. But he went and washed every piece of equipment and reparked and organized everything. Did a great job. Appreciate his effort on that. And you guys have been doing it when I wasn't on. I appreciate your effort on that as well. Really, you guys are great, and it's been a lot of fun. And hopefully we continue to expand our little community, and more people will enjoy the server and have a good time. And like I say, I'm trying to be on here quite a bit. I've been on a lot today. Like I said, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on here. But then again, I was on from like 10 o'clock until about 3:30, and then took some medicine, knocked me out for like 5 hours, which is the reason I didn't live stream Tuesday night. And but yeah, good experience so far. Alright, well, I think I'm going to haul this last little bit of grass over to the farm, and it's getting to be 8 o'clock, sun's starting to set, so I'm going to reset the timer on this thing and move it to daytime. And I will go ahead and work on adding in the beef cattle to the farm. Well, actually, I'm going to add the dairy in. It's going to be my next process. So, but anyways, just a brief little video on that. I am going to get a I don't know, I may end up making some sort of little flow chart and putting it up on the up on a Google sheet, like a Google spreadsheet or something like that. If I do, I'll link that in Discord. It'll also be linked on the front page of the mod spreadsheet, where all the information to the server is, and we should be good to go. But anyways, thanks for your support, guys. As always, I appreciate everybody, and hopefully I catch y'all on the dedicated server as well. And I will see you in the next video. Just a brief little update here for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.